All right, we are kicking off a whole new series by tackling something that Albert Einstein supposedly called the eighth wonder of the world. And believe me, it is a force more powerful than any hot stock tip. And the best part, it's available to every single one of us. So let's get into it.
So let me ask you something, and I want you to be really honest. Do you believe that to build serious wealth, you need a huge pile of cash to start? You know, like a winning lottery ticket or some kind of massive inheritance?
Well, I'm here to tell you that is probably the single biggest myth holding people back. Now, don't get me wrong, money can definitely be used to make more money, but the amount you need to just start the process, it's way, way smaller than you imagine.
Okay, a real quick recap. Our first 10 explainers were all about mastering your financial mindset. You know, the why behind building wealth. We covered those bedrock principles, the absolute foundation of how to think about money. So if you've been following along, you've got that mindset part down. And now we're shifting gears. We're moving from mindset to mechanics, from the why to the how. And we're starting with the single most powerful tool in your entire financial toolkit, period.
To really get our heads around this, let's just forget about complicated spreadsheets and formulas for a minute. Instead, let's just look at a simple story about two people, we'll call them Alex and Ben, who both start a little side hustle.
Now, they both have the same hustle and they each earned an extra $100. Alex, being pretty cautious, takes that cash and puts it in a jar. It's safe, it's simple, but it's just sitting there not doing anything. Ben also earns his $100, but he makes a totally different choice. He puts his money to work in a simple investment account. So, same effort, same starting cash, but two completely different philosophies.
Now, who wins this race? You probably think you know the answer. But the scale of the difference, that's what's truly shocking. To understand why Ben's path is so incredibly powerful, we need to look under the hood at the machine he just switched on. And that machine, it's called the compounding engine. This is the concept that separates just saving money from strategically building wealth. It's what allows your money to start working for you, instead of you always working for it. So what is it exactly? Well, put simply, compounding is when your money makes money, and then that money starts making its own money. It's not just a paycheck anymore. It's like a self-fueling cycle of growth.
And this illustrates the two paths perfectly. Alex, with his jar, is on the path of linear growth. He adds $100, his total goes up by $100. It's like stacking bricks. Steady, predictable, but slow. Ben, on the other hand, has kicked off exponential growth. And the best way to picture this is like a tiny snowball at the top of a really long hill. At first, it's small, it's slow, but as it rolls, it picks up more snow, getting bigger and faster until it becomes this unstoppable avalanche. So, here's the crucial part. This engine really needs two things to run. First, it needs fuel, and that fuel is time. The longer you let it run, the more powerful the explosion of growth is at the end. Second, you got to keep the engine running, and that's all about consistency. Those small, regular contributions, like Ben's $100 a month, are what keep that snowball rolling and accelerating.
Okay, so let's actually put this engine to the test. Let's go back to Alex and Ben. Assuming that both consistently add that same $100 a month, we're going to hit the fast forward button and see how that tiny snowball is doing. So after 5 years, Alex has his $6,000, exactly what he put in. Ben, assuming a modest average return, has about $6,800. Now you might look at that and think, big deal, all that for an extra $800? And honestly, this is the exact point where most people get discouraged and just give up. They can't see the avalanche that's silently building. But let's fast forward another 10 years. The gap has become a giant canyon. Alex has a respectable $18,000. But look at Ben. His account has almost doubled that, hitting $34,000. See, at this point, Ben's money is earning a significant amount all by itself, every single year. The snowball is getting bigger and it's starting to move much, much faster. And after 30 years, well, the difference is just staggering. Alex has $36,000, a great result from pure saving. But Ben has $132,000. That's almost 4 times as much from the exact same monthly contribution. In just the last few years, his growth exploded. That is the power of the compounding engine when you give it enough fuel, enough time to work its magic.
So what you're seeing right there, that is a name. It's called the compounding curve or the J-curve. And you can see why. It's flat and kind of boring for a long, long time, and then it just shoots for the stars. Understanding this curve is the key to having the patience to see it all the way through.
So how do you take this from a story and make it your reality? How do you flip the switch on your own compounding engine? Do you need to be some kind of Wall Street genius? No, absolutely not.
The most important step isn't how much you start with. It's simply that you start. It doesn't matter if it's $100 or $10. Just getting your engine running, even with a tiny bit of fuel, is infinitely more powerful than leaving it parked in the garage. The single biggest factor is starting now.
And that brings us to the final, most important takeaway. Compounding is a force that heavily rewards patience, and it absolutely punishes delay. Every single day you wait is a day your money isn't working for you. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now.